Greetings everybody and welcome back to the playthrough. In today's episode we are making our final preparations, and at the end of this episode we are going to sail off and find Yagluth's spawn area, and we're going to build ourselves a tiny little portal there with a little wall up around it just to keep it protected from any of the monsters nearby. But as today's episode, it is the final preparation day. Yagluth is a pretty difficult boss for myself, so I'm going to spend a little bit of time in this episode just getting ready for it and making sure that I have everything I need, all of the protections and food buffs and everything that we're going to want to make that fight as easy as possible. So yes, that is today's episode. Now this episode is going to be about an hour long, just so you're all aware, so strap yourselves in, get yourself a hot drink, or any kind of drink really, any drink of choice. I am on my usual coffee, as always. Wow, we've got a lot of linen thread. Don't really need that much, but at least we've got some for the future. Let's just quickly organise this chest. There we go, we've got a sharpening stone, which we've already got, so we don't really need one of those. Kind of shame we don't have any use for those. I know I've said that several times. But yeah, a bit of a shame there isn't any other use for those. Let's dump the flour in there. I think we're okay on food. Shouldn't need to make any more for now. Right, let's go out, let's grab the linen thread and the iron. Let's look at, we are going to upgrade our padded armor set. We're going to make it all level 4. So we're going from 94. Let's see what we hit with it. I would say we're going to be on about 100, maybe even more than that. Let's have a look. Pressing all the wrong buttons. There we go. Right, so let's reattach all of the gear. So we went from 94, let's see. Yeah, 100 exactly. I thought so, because we were getting plus 2 armor for upgrades on each piece, which is pretty good. 100 armor as your standard. That's level 4 everything as well. Level 4 cape, head, chest, and legs. We have level 3 sword, shield, and mace, and a bow as well. That's pretty good. We can upgrade we can upgrade those again, so it might be worth doing that actually. Especially with Porcupine, as Porcupine's going to be a good weapon for the Mistlands. At least I think it is. I'll have to double check that. Right, upgrade Porcupine. That's not 6 iron and 6 needles for level 4. That's really good. Do we have the linen thread? No. Ah, okay, so we're going to have to stick with a level 3 sword. That's a shame. Right, let's have a look at what we've got in terms of food. We've got 8 pies, we've got 10 sea serpent stews. I think we had about 7 of the blood puddings, 7 or 8 of them. It's pretty good, I'm pretty happy with that. We need some more Grey Dwarf eyes. I was thinking we could go and grab the home portal, but the thing is, with the home portal, I haven't checked, but I'm almost certain it's above the swamp crypts, because I know we had to go to a crypt to get a lot of iron when we made the armor set that we're currently wearing. So I know it's above a crypt, and I don't really want to take it down in case we have to go back and get any more iron, and it'd just be nice and easy to go back there and grab it. So I'm going to take a new portal. But we don't have enough Grey Dwarf eyes, so we are coming back to the Black Forest, and we're going to do a little bit of Grey Dwarf farming. Oh, blueberries, let's grab some of those. We will try and passively grab some stuff as well, so we're going to keep our eyes open for mushrooms, blueberries, and yeah, obviously Grey Dwarfs. I know there's a spawner around here somewhere. I'm pretty sure we even marked it on the map. Do we want these thistles? We might as well grab them. Just grab everything we need, really. It's been so long since we've actually spent any kind of significant amount of time in the Black Forest. Can we swim that? Yeah, go on, we'll give it a try. We should be okay. 147 stamina, that should get us across. That should. Yeah, easily. Easily. Just looking at the distance we have to travel with the... Oh, actually, we're walking already, so we're regenning. That's fine. That's lucky. Oh, there's a grey dwarf there to meet us. Hello. Give me your eyes, please. Oh, well, I missed. There we go. Thank you kindly. I don't need the resin or the wood or the stone, but you're going to drop it anyway, so we're just going to have to live with that. Did we mark... I can't remember if we did actually mark the Grey Dwarf spawner, or if the one we did have marked. I remember we did have one that we marked on the map. I wonder if we just killed that and then took the mark down. Mushrooms. Yes, please. Thank you very much. That's another 3 serpent stews right there. Blueberries, yes please. We'll take those. Don't even know if they have a recipe, but we'll keep them anyway. See you later, Scully bro. We don't need you. Come on, there's got to be a Grey Dwarf spawner around here somewhere. Just from looking at the minimap, we don't have a marker down, so we clearly either destroyed the last one we had, or we didn't put a marker down for it. I thought we did. I thought we put a marker down for it because it's a good idea. It's definitely something I'd recommend for newer players to do. So yeah, if you're new to Valheim and you're finished with the Black Forest and you're wanting to progress or continue progressing through the game, I would highly recommend finding a Black Forest biome that has a Grey Dwarf spawner in it, which is those kind of wooden, viney looking things, and you'll see Grey Dwarf spawning from them. They're pretty easy to spot. They have that kind of purplish, pinkish mist kind of, or smoke kind of billowing out of them. If you find one of those and put a marker down for it and don't destroy it. Destroy them if you need the ancient seeds, obviously, but once you've killed the elder and you've progressed onwards, put a marker down on it. At some point, unless you decide to go on an absolute slaughter of Grey Dwarfs early on in the playthrough and you collect hundreds and hundreds of Grey Dwarf eyes. Ah, there's one. We can see it off in the distance. Just saw the pink mist. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, unless you go on a slaughter and collect hundreds and hundreds of Grey Dwarf eyes right at the start of your playthrough, you are going to need to have something like this. You're going to need quick access to Grey Dwarfs so that you can kill them for their eyes. Otherwise, you're going to struggle with portals later on in the playthrough. So having one marked on your map so that you can just quickly pop back and kill a whole bunch of Grey Dwarfs. But again, the other thing you could do as well is, you don't even have to do this, what you could do as well is you could just go to any Black Forest at night time. Grey Dwarfs spawn constantly at night time in the Black Forest, so just find a decent area that's quite open and just run around at night time. Do that for a couple of nights and you should gather quite a few Grey Dwarf eyes. I mean, we're doing pretty well here. We've got, well, no we're not, we've got 4. How many do we need exactly as well? Is it 10 per portal? So we have 19 back at home, so we've got enough already, but we're going to need more than just that. I'm thinking for the future as well, so we might as well kill a few of them. If anything, it wouldn't even be a bad idea for me to just start whacking that copper vein that's next to us, just so that it attracts the attention of any others nearby. Oh, I do find it strange how you kill Grey Dwarfs and they only drop one of their eyes, though. Where are you going? Come here. Why are you walking around? There we go. Oh, 238 damage. That was a lot of damage. Especially considering these things only have like 50 health as well. We basically just killed a whole family of Grey Dwarfs in one swing. Cannot sympathise with the Grey Dwarfs. We cannot sympathise with them for how annoying they were when we were actually in the Black Forest, especially when we were initially trying to farm some of the copper and they just kept swarming me. Yeah, we can't have sympathy for them. They were annoying little buggers. $15, that's pretty good. I think we'll probably get enough for another 2 portals. So we've got 19 at home, so we'd want 21 of them. That would give us 40, which means we could build 2 sets of portals, which would help in getting into the Mistlands. He just came sprinting at me and then just fell over. Oh, this mace. It's probably going to become our featured weapon now just because it's level 4. I didn't actually check the stats on its upgrade. You should probably do that. Have a look at its stats and check out its upgrade level at some point. I know it's level 4, but just to see what the comparison is, because our sword, being level 3, is 113 damage, if I remember correctly, from the previous episode. I think we had a look at the sword damage and it went from like 106 to 113 or something like that. So we should probably have a look at the mace at level 4 and see the damage comparison. Don't destroy your own nest. Stupid Grey Dwarf. 21, there we go. And I can't even be bothered killing you. Even killing Grey Dwarfs on repeat becomes a bit tedious after a while, because at the minute it's not even like a challenge. It's literally just swing and a miss, or swing and a hit. But we have marked this one, as you can see on the map there. We've got a little dot, just so that we know if we ever need a Grey Dwarf spawner. There is one over there, and it's still active. Not today, Mr. Skeleton. Not today. I'll take that mushroom, though. Oh, there's one there, too. Oh, and another one. Nice. That's another 3. There we go, back at the portal. Make sure we close the gate and pop back through. Right, okie dokie. Start dumping things that we don't need. Got some more trophies and things that we don't exactly want right now, so we might as well just dump stuff. Got some more seeds as well. We grabbed some carrot seeds, even though I don't really need them. Just I think because they were right next to the spawner, so I just grabbed them whilst we were waiting for the respawn. And now that's pretty good actually. 25 blueberries. We had. I didn't see how many mushrooms we had. A few. So we're doing okay on that end. Right. Go. We need 80 of that. Oh, nope, nope, not there. Not there. No, that's not the right one. Where have we put them? Let's get rid of those seeds. Is it 8? It's 2 per portal. Yeah, and we've got enough for 4 portals, so yeah, we'd need 8 of them in total. That's problematic. We might have to go and get some more Surtling cores soon. Might be another thing to go on the list, another job. excuse me. Alright, we're going to put them down here. Okay, portal. Let's put you there. And then we'll build a second one here. We might as well have them both up and ready for when we need them. Oh yeah, right, I forgot that it does that. Right, so we'll call this one Yagluth. And then this one we'll call Mistlands, or Mist, or something like that. Oh, actually, no, we won't do that. What we're going to do instead is we're going to take this opportunity to build ourselves a portal system to go to the boss stones at our spawn location in the world. Because I have been complaining in multiple episodes over the past 10 episodes or so. I've complained multiple times about the fact that I don't have a specific boss buff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and do that now. I was thinking maybe we could have we could set up a Mistlands portal or something like that, but we'll wait for that because we don't need to do that just yet. We're not at the Mistlands, so it's not a huge amount of point. Although I'm kind of kicking myself a little bit that we didn't at least take the opportunity to set up a portal whilst we were sailing around it. That was kind of silly of me, but I wasn't expecting to sail around the Mistlands in that expedition that we did. So that's my reason why I didn't have one ready to go at a moment's notice. But I also didn't follow my advice, which is my own advice, which is to always have one end of a portal with you when you're travelling and exploring. Aha, raspberries, let's grab some of you. But yeah, always have one with you whilst you're travelling and exploring, because you never know when you need to pop back to base for whatever reason. So yeah, I know I give advice on here and I don't follow it quite regularly. I'm a little bit of a hypocrite, my apologies. I suppose it's just certain areas of the game or certain aspects of the game where I'm quite confident in my ability to not die or to survive. I know I just saw a whole bunch of mushrooms there. Go away, Grey Dwarf or Greyling. I'm not here for you. There we go. Some more mushrooms. More for the collection. Aha, some more. Don't really need them, but we'll make a note. Well, to be fair, we don't need to make a note. We've probably got like 10 to 20 markers on our map in the meadows for. Ooh, that's a 1-star deer. For raspberry bushes. So yeah, we don't need those. If they weren't marked originally, there's a reason for that. Probably because there weren't at least 4 bushes in a small area. Right, here we are. So, I don't know if we actually showcased this in our first few episodes, but just so that you're all aware, even though it's quite late stage in the game, the portal area here has a certain radius around it in which you cannot build anything. We'll probably encounter that here because I am building right next to it. There we go. I'm going to call this Boss Stones. I'm going to make sure it's capital S. There we go. That should link. There we are. Now, with it being in the meadows, it's not really at risk. But I was thinking we should probably at least build some kind of wall around it, just to kind of, just a little like wooden fence like this. There we go. Now you can see there, mystical force in this area stops you. I believe we had the same message when we were trying to build near the merchants or the clothier. Can we build it here? No. So yeah, we are literally on the border of it, so that's not great. We're going to have to probably postpone having this wall set up. I'm not really that worried about it, to be honest. Alright, we're going to grab the Moda buff. Thank you, Moda. But at least we now have that. A father noble and proud, he soared through the skies of fire, then madness lowered its shroud and warped his heart's desire. This is the Mistlands boss. Born in armour, mother of many, queen without crown, ruler beneath. And then, whoever the heck this guy is. Long ages past he wore a crown beneath a blood-red sky. Now naught is left of all he was, but his spirit cannot die. So I reckon we're going to be fighting some kind of big ghost skeleton thingy for the Ashlands. That's my prediction, or my guess, should I say. When I say I haven't looked into anything to do with Ashlands, I haven't looked into absolutely anything to do with Ashlands whatsoever, other than the 5 or 10 minutes I spent on the island getting killed by vultures, I think they were. They look like some kind of bird. So, yeah, I'm going into the Ashlands completely blind. I know I've said that many, many times over the course of the playthrough, but we are going in there completely blind. It's almost the same with the Mistlands boss as well. I know that she's some kind of big creature, and obviously it's more of like she's like a queen. Obviously, given the flavor text on the runestone, she's a queen of some kind. But I don't know anything about her. I've never seen her fight. I don't even know how you summon her. So yeah. Just so you're all aware, Mistlands is probably going to be quite a long portion of playthrough. Probably going to be several episodes on it, because I am confident at the first half of it in terms of the initial gathering and setting up of crafting things, because I've done that a couple of times, but I haven't progressed any further than that, so yeah. Right. Next, we've got portals. We've got an empty portal for Yagluth, so next we need the boat, because we are going to try and take the boat through a portal to a little bit closer to where we want to go. I don't think there are any portals that are closer to where we want to go, but we'll take it down just in case. We can always rebuild it if we don't need it. Whilst we awkwardly sit here and wait for our stamina to recharge. Come on. There we go. Right, did we pick everything up? Yes, we did. Perfect. I saw those iron nails in there, so we're good. That's pretty much every time you knock a boat down. As long as you pick up the nails, you've picked up everything. Right, that's the cloth here. Mountain 2, Mountain 1, Swamp 1. Is this the right place? Am I in the right place right now? What am I thinking? Sorry, I'm just trying to work out where I am on the map. I think this is a little bit... Yeah, I think this would be quite easy. Sorry, this would be better for us to launch from here. I'm pretty sure. I know that some of you might be thinking as well that one of the things I have mentioned over previous episodes and haven't done yet is I haven't made the fire resistance mead. I am aware of that. I am also aware that with previous resistance things that we've had to make, so resistance meads, that we've had to ferment them in the barrel, and it's taken a few in-game days. So if we're literally going to make this journey now, and we haven't even got the mead on to start fermenting, we're not going to have it ready in time. I'm going to give you a little bit of a spoiler, I'm afraid. As far as I'm aware, from my last recollection of making them, the fire resistance mead doesn't need fermenting. I believe it's just cloudberries and barley, I think, and I think it just makes 4 of them. I think. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. Oh god, that's a troll. Why I'm worried about that, I don't know. A troll is not a worry to me right now. Grey Dwarf, can you get out of the way? I'm trying to sail my boat here, you annoying little thing. That's right, take a swim, go away. Right, we need to do a big U-turn. Yeah, that's why we came here. I came here because this is probably the closest, portal area for us to launch from. If we had launched from base, we would have had to sail around our own home island for 10-20 minutes or so before we even got there. So, yeah, we came here to launch from. Yagluth is literally just down there. Now, I don't know how long this is going to take. Probably going to take us quite a while, actually. I don't know how the what the island is going to, the setup of islands is going to be like in terms of whether or not we're going to have to sail around loads of them, or if it is literally just going to be a nice straight line journey. It's not going to be a nice straight line journey because there is literally an island in front of us right now. So, unfortunately, we're already starting to adjust our route, but we're not stopping for anything else either. The only thing I'll stop for will probably be sea serpents, or anything that we've never seen before. But I don't think at this point we're going to see anything we haven't seen yet. So yeah, we are just going to make our way over to Yagluth, build our portal. But yeah, anyway, as I was saying, I'm pretty certain with the fire resistance mead you don't have to ferment them. I was always confused as to why as well. I know there's something in the game that you would usually think when you make it, you think, oh, I have to ferment this, and then you don't, and it's always caught me off guard, because I'm like, hang on, why is every other one, like every other resistance or every other thing that you make for this, that you have to ferment it, but for some reason this one you don't? But then I was like, you don't really make a mead base with it either. I don't remember seeing a fire resistance mead base. I think you literally just make fire resistance, so... yeah, for those of you wondering, you haven't made your fire resistance meads, you haven't got them fermenting, it's going to take you a few days. It's not. Well, at least I'm pretty certain it's not. I'm also pretty certain in about half an hour's time, when we've built our portal and headed back to get the last things that we need in order to take on the boss, I'm going to be eating my own words on my own hat, so... yeah. So yeah, that could be a thing as well. There you go, that'll be my 100 subs video that's incredibly late. I'll eat my hat if I have to ferment a fire resistance mead and we have to wait to take on the boss. I'm pretty certain that we don't. I know it's something like that. I'm pretty certain it's the fire resistance mead. Anyway, let's stop speculating and we'll just check when we get back. That's quite a huge mountain to the left. It definitely slopes up quite quickly. As you can see, I have finally remembered to get the Moda buff, but I haven't used it yet because, as you can tell on our indicator underneath our minimap, we have the wind almost directly behind us, so we don't need it. But as soon as that wind decides to turn against us, that will be when we start using Moda's buff. Again, I have explained this in the past, but I will mention it again. All buffs work the same, so it's a 20-minute cooldown with a 5-minute timer. So if I use that buff now, I'll get 5 minutes of the Moda wind buff for sailing, but it'll work on a 20-minute cooldown. But that 20-minute cooldown starts when you use it, so technically it's only 15 minutes because you've got the buff for 5 minutes. But that also means that if you have a group of 4 people, so if there's yourself and say 3 friends that you're playing the game with, you could pretty much permanently have one buff going at all times. So let's just say you're playing with 3 other friends, you've started a new server, you've killed Eichthea, you've got her buff, and you're going off to explore and stuff like that. If all 4 of you have the Eichthea buff, and then you all stand next to each other, and one person pops it, all 4 of you have it for 5 minutes, but it only affects the cooldown of that one person who used it. And then as soon as that 5-minute buff has worn off, another person uses it who doesn't have the cooldown. You all get it again, and then that person has the cooldown, but then you just chain it that way. So just do it one after another, and that means you'll permanently have the Eichthea buff every 20 minutes. You shouldn't have a moment where you run out of it, but obviously that does mean that all 4 of you have to be near each other. When I say near each other, you pretty much have to be stood on top of each other, but it can't really be that difficult to coordinate with 3 of your friends to gather up for 10 seconds while one of you pops a buff. Especially a buff for that's as powerful as Eichthea for exploring and movement and stuff like that. It's definitely worth it. And that little area of the map I was just looking at there, that's where we're going to build our first Mistlands portal after we take on Yagluth. It's a storm right now, so I'm just checking in the sky to see if Thor is anywhere nearby. To be fair, when you look at the map, we're actually about halfway there already. We still have the wind. Nice. It's almost like the game's noticed that I've got the Moda buff on me, so it's like, quick, give him the wind so he doesn't have to use it. Oh, there's land in front of us. Land ho! Let's avoid it and not crash. Please, stay the heck away from the coast. Don't want to crash into the heckin' coast. Wow, we're getting some good speed out of this storm. Jeez. Don't know why, but it just feels like the boat is going faster. Maybe wind speed is a thing when it comes to storms and stuff. Oh, okay, the storm just stopped. Is that boat wreckage? Yes, it is. Yep, so that's another one of the boat wreckages. We saw that a few episodes ago when we were sailing around. If you were to knock those down with your axe, you would get some fine wood. I'm not sure what level of axe you need to knock them down, but again, if you need a quick bit of fine wood, those wreckages are pretty good. Can't remember exactly how much you get from them, but it's an okay amount, I think. Probably like 5 or 6 per bit of boat that you destroy. I wonder if that was those two birds that I wonder if they were Hugin and Moonin. They're watching, keeping a close eye. I'm actually quite excited to show you what I meant when I kept saying that the Yagluth spawner area looks like a giant stone hand coming up out of the ground. I'm quite excited to show you that. It's pretty cool. Oh god, our food's running out. Oh god, our food's gone. We're on 25 health. This isn't good. We should avoid going near the plains and not getting insta-killed by a death skeeter. Ah, there he is! Yes! Hello, it's Thor! Yeah. He's got his little lightning bolts. Just flying through the sky, not doing anything. Get down here and help me, you fool! We're about to go take on a boss. You and your dad want these bosses killed. Come and help. Don't just fly over and watch. This isn't a show. Oh, just technically it is a show. Right. I need this island on the... Oh, excuse me. I need this island on our left-hand side to end quickly so that we can sail around it, because it is currently blocking our access to the Yagluth area. I think we've gone a bit further south than we wanted to. I'm actually thinking maybe we should knock the boat down and just run across the island. Oh, actually, no, we're not that far at all. I don't know. No, I'm exaggerating. I didn't realise it wasn't that bad. But this island doesn't seem to be ending anytime soon. Is this a dead end? It looks like it is. Ah, come on, game. Why you do this to me? Why you do this? I don't want to do this. Come on. Yeah, it's a dead end. Can tell. But Yagluth is right there. Look, it's right there. Alright, we're going to have to reverse out, and then we'll sail around. Apologies if you can hear all the banging that's going on outside. There's some construction work going on nearby. And, yeah. Sounds like fireworks. I don't know what they're doing on there. Probably chucking things off a roof or something. Every now and then just keep hearing these loud bangs. Is that a Draugr village? I think it is. Yeah, it is. You can see the stake wall on the left-hand side. Apologies, I'm not really shifting the camera to check it out a bit better. It's definitely a Draugr village. Yeah, it is. You can see all the different buildings. Not very easy to make out, but I'm pretty certain that's meadows that it's on. Okay, let's keep heading south and see if we can find a way around this island. And there's a grey dwarf in the middle of that town. I wouldn't stay there, buddy. Whoa, we're gonna crash. We're gonna crash! Turn quickly. Nice. Is that another one? Or is that just a... Might just be a randomly generated building. Looks like a Draugr building, though. Strange. That looks like it might be turning into plains as well. Yeah, it is. It's kind of like half plains, half meadows, so there's barely any trees. just watching us sail further and further away from that marker. Come on. Looks to be a couple of mountains and some swamp coming up as well. Oh, there's a falling camp right on the border as well. If we were to land on that part there, we could pretty much start a war between the swamp and the plains. Wouldn't go very well for the swamp denizens, I'll tell you that much. Wind has just gone against us. See if we can turn enough to get it back. Just about. Oh, there's a stone tower there. Right, let's pop the motor buff. Right, so now you can see on our marker underneath our minimap, the wind has just shifted completely back to our favour. So it was blowing against us as we were sailing straight forward. Now it's gone completely behind us. So that is the motor buff. So for the next 5 minutes, the wind will constantly be at the back of our boat. And as you can see in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, where my health bar is, you can see the motor buff. The countdown timer is counting down, so it's 20 minutes, but it's already counting. So technically the cooldown's only 15 minutes. Because obviously you don't need to use the buff again whilst you've got it on for that first 5 minutes. Which is pretty good. What happened to that base? Oh, okay, it just hadn't spawned in. I thought that base had been destroyed. There's a berserker in the middle of it. Let's avoid that. I'm just watching us go further and further away from that Yagluth marker. That's come on, game. Please give us a route to get around this island so we can get back on track, please. I bet it's not even on this island as well. I bet it's on like another island over. Come on. Find us. Wow, it's so far away now. It was such an easy trip getting here, and then all of a sudden it was like, nope, now you've got to sail around this huge island. You've got to sail around this continent. Look at this massive mountain. Holy crap, that looks huge. Oh. Okay. I look up at the mountain, it's actually just a little diddy mountain. It's like a little pimple on the side of the planet. Okay, so it looks like the island is now starting to curve in the direction we want it to. If it continues going towards the east and then hopefully starts going northern again, we should be on track to get to where we want to be. I see that little inlet there. I'm kind of tempted to go check it out, but I reckon it's a dead end. Oh, is it a river or is it just a little dead end? Let's check it out. You never know, we might get lucky and find a river that takes us exactly where we want to go. It's unlikely, but again, it's always worth having a look. Oh, not when you crash land onto a big island that you couldn't see. Good job. Good job, me. Well played. Yep, big rock right there, look at that. Wow, blind as a bat I am, I tell you. I'm blind as a bat. And it's a dead end, right, okay, so we're going to have to do a big U-turn and get the frick out of here. Not get trapped. But this allows me to showcase the other benefit of the motor buff. We are doing quite a sharp turn, but one thing you'll notice, if you look again at the indicator at the bottom, underneath our minimap, the wind buff is following us as we turn. Now we only have 45 seconds of the motor buff left, which is a bit disappointing, but that's how the motor buff works. So when you activate the motor buff, instantly, well, I say instantly, it changes the wind direction and it shifts around to be behind you as you're on the boat. I think it works even if you're not on a boat, but you don't need to do that if you're not on a boat. The boat is literally the only reason why you'd use it. But then if you, as soon as you have that wind behind you, if you then turn, the wind direction follows you. Sometimes it can lag behind a little bit, and you'll notice that you'll be facing one direction and the wind isn't facing in the same direction that it should be. It's the same direction that you are. Give it a few seconds and it will start. It will catch up and it will keep shifting. But yeah, as long as we have... There we go, so it's behind us now, and the buff's just run out. I don't think it reverts back to what it was after it runs out. Oh, okay, maybe it does, because it's now shifting on me again. Please don't. No, why? Don't do it. Okay, it's still with us, just about. And it's getting into night time as well. This isn't going very well, this journey. We should have been there by now. Starting to think if we'd just taken that shortcut across the island when we noticed it wasn't going to let us pass, we would have been done there by now, but oh well. Waste not, want not. That term doesn't apply. How far away are we? God, we're going so far away. Look how far away we're going. We're going to end up in the Ashlands before we find this boss. Alright, this looks like might be another inlet or another coastal bit where we can sail up, so let's do that. I really want the wind to not be against me, but it seems to only want to do that, so alright, we'll just have to deal with it. Oh, apologies if you heard that knock. Just having a quick look at my phone, just checking on the time. Give you a little peek behind the curtain. I'm basically trying to see if I can get a certain amount of episodes recorded today in the time frame that I've got to do it. That's why I'm keeping an eye on my phone so I can check the time. Because I started off at the start of this kind of recording session, or this work session that I'm doing on it at the minute. I started off with the previous episode, so episode 95, I think it is, or 96. And obviously I was getting ready to do Yagluth, and then we've got this episode where I'm sailing to Yagluth, and then we've got, hopefully, the next episode, which should be me fighting Yagluth. Hint, hint, spoilers, sorry. And then after that, we've got an episode where obviously I'll be, getting ready to go to Ashlands. And I kind of really want to get all of those kind of voiced and edited and ready to upload today. And then I can kind of space them out over a couple of weeks. And just have them upload every few days or something like that. But yeah, occasionally you might hear a little bump or a little knock. It's just me picking up my phone and checking it to see what the time is. Hooray, the wind has changed again, it's behind us, woohoo! And we seem to be sailing in the right direction too. And it looks like we're getting pretty close to Yagluth, we're getting there. We're almost there, folks. We've just run out of rested buff as well, so hopefully it switches back to daytime before we get there. so that we can build this base and head back home and get the last bits that we need. I know I'm hyping this boss up quite a lot, but it is a pretty cool boss, I will say. Oh god, we're going to crash in the island. No! Oh, we just survived. The waves kind of saved us there. What? How? How are we being hunted in the middle of the ocean, game? That is that's a wolf attack, just for anyone who hasn't seen that before. We've had one of those in a previous episode. We've had several of these, actually. We had one when we first made it onto the mountain the very first time we got to the mountain. We had one the very first time we went into the plains when we first got to the plains. And now we've got one in the middle of the frickin' ocean. Is that even spawned on land where the wolves can actually spawn? I don't think it has, you know. Unlucky, friends. Not much I can really do for you there, I'm afraid. That was so dumb. Why would they spawn there? I guess that's just how it works. I guess it just spawns on you. If it was going to spawn, it would spawn on you. That's so weird. Luckily enough, it was a ground creature attack, so that we're not going to get attacked by anything. If it was, say, like drakes or something, we'd be swarmed by them. I'd basically just be stood on my boat acting like an anti-air cannon. Looks like we're surrounded by swamp in here. Really hope it isn't a dead end in front of us. I don't think it is. It's quite interesting though, actually. This is a huge bit of swamp. Very nearly there. We'll get in there. Almost there, folks. Almost there. Come on. Just bring it home. Bring it home, that last little bit of the journey. I really, really hope it turns daytime as well. Actually, on the other island. It's not on the island I thought it was on. That's strange. And we're technically in the ocean as well. We also haven't seen a sea serpent either, which is strange. Although, I suppose we've had several days in the past where we've been sailing on the ocean and not seen one. Oh, now it's raining. I had to go and spoil it all, didn't I, by saying good things. Right, seeing as though we're nearly there, I'm going to pop some food buffs, just to make sure that when we get off the boat we're not going to get killed instantly by anything too aggressive. We are really, really close to it now. I'm basically just looking for the coastline where we can stop. But because it's now windy and stormy and misty, I can't really see anything. It's literally right in front of us. Just waiting for the coast. Come on, there it is. I can see it coming up on the minimap. Come on, come on, come on. Where is it? Where is it? Come on. Just drop the sail, because it really isn't that far away. Ah, there we go. Yep, I can see it. Just materialising in front of us out of the storm. Ah, okay, yep, then there you go. We can. Well, I know it'd be difficult for some of these. There you go. You can kind of get a better view of it now. See what I mean about giant stone hand sticking up out of the ground? They kind of look similar to those big stone pillars that we've seen, but they are obviously curved a bit like fingers, and there's several of them. Oh, there we go. We've made it. Hooray! It only took us about 20 minutes. My bad. Right, stamina has recharged. We've got food. Ah, we got wet. Right, well, now we're going to have to clear out some enemies too. The heck is that? Oh, it's just a big rock. Okay. A part of me thought that was the boss spawner for the swamp boss. What's his name? Oh, I've forgotten his name. Oh, it's daytime. Perfect. What is his name? Oh no, that's not going to go well if I can't remember the boss's name. We've got Eikthyr, we've got the Elder. Bone Mass, that's his name. Wow, we've got 3 locks going at once here. It's a lock sandwich and I'm the filling. That was dirtier than it needed to be. Apologies. Oh, we're not even hitting this one. Okay, we need to put some distance between ourselves and these locks because we are running out of stamina and our health is about half. So we really need to be careful here. Oh god. No, please don't die. Please. Please, dude, don't die. Don't fail at this right now. Good parry. Oh, 15 health. Oh. Oh, a slime showed up, or a sludge, or an ooze. Must have been from the swamp. Run, 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 run. Grab that health potion, please. Thank you. Okay, we're okay. We're okay. Breathe. Oh god, no. Oh no. Now there's a tar pit right there. So we've now got the attention of some oozes, some growths. Hopefully the growths will attack the locks instead of me. Yeah, they are. They're attacking that locks there. That locks is probably going to be killed by them. There's another locks over there, still fighting something from the swamp. I think we've started a battle here. Right, that's one locks down. We didn't do anything to stop it or to kill it. That other locks is getting melted. I'm going to actually might consider just putting some distance between myself. Are these growths going to head over here? I think they will, you know. There's 3 of them. Oh, they're heading back. Oh, they're heading back. Oh, nice. Success. Great success. Right, where's this third locks? He's just picking a fight with the swamp, apparently. Alright then, I'll just pull my bow out. He apparently doesn't seem to care about the fact that we're just pinging him with poisonous arrows. He just wants to sit and stare at his stone. Nice. He's nearly dead. Let's just walk up and give him a bonk on the head. And bonk. Down you sit. Some pelt, some entrails, some meat. He must have been fighting a whole bunch of Draugr. There we go, now you can see the hand a bit better. Right, now that we've cleared out the surrounding area of enemies, let's grab the... There's some wood here actually, we'll grab the wood. Also grab the locks, meat and pelt from here. We also need to be careful how close we get to the swamp, the tar pit. Don't want to attract the attention of those growths over there. Fortunately enough, growths don't really like wander away from a tar pit. The only reason they'd leave a tar pit is if you attracted their attention and they were chasing you. But in terms of like wandering around the area, they're not going to do that. They'll just hang around the actual tar pit itself. So that tar pit is far enough away that I'm not concerned about them trying to attack me whilst I'm in the middle of the boss fight. We will go and quickly check the other side of the Yagluth spawner just to make sure that there aren't a bunch of like fulling camps or anything on the other side. There we go. There's our Yagluth portal, and we should probably stick a wall up as well, just to be sure. Now, it's only going to be a small one. I don't plan on building anything else here, so we're just going to have a very small boxed-in portal area, just so that if we do die, or when we need to come back to kill the boss, we can just quickly jump through the portal, and we're safe with the knowledge that it will still be here. Again, I don't really see creatures of any biome attack fence walls unless they're trying to get to something inside, which is usually the player. So, yeah, I think we should be fine. Oh, this isn't good. I don't want to go through the portal. There we are. Right. And then put one here, and then we should be able to fit the last, what, here? Oh, missing requirement. Gosh, darn it. Seriously? How much wood am I missing? Like 3 bits. There we go. A little bit more. A little bit more. We might want a gate as well, so let's get a bit more. How much we want? 11. We need 16. Right, there's the last section built. Knock this one down so that we can build a door, but we do get 4 bits of wood back from knocking that wall section down, so that gives us what we needed. Oh, that's sinking into the ground. Ah, there we go. Perfect. Yes, there we go. And there we have it, a Yagluth spawner portal right next to the boss's spawner. Fantastic. So when we actually are ready to do the boss, we have the portal, we have the spawner ready to go. We just need to grab the, what do we need? The totems, the fulling totems. We also need to grab our food, make sure our armor and everything is repaired, that we've got loads of arrows. And we also need the fire resistance meads as well. But I'm probably going to end this episode in a couple of minutes. I'm just going to quickly dump stuff that we don't need. Just clear out the inventory and make sure that we're ready to go for our next episode. Right. Just making sure we've dumped everything. We've still got a little bit of food to put away. Wow, we have a lot of barley flour now. 67, really nice. Kind of wish it would stack more than 20, but oh well. Right, cloudberries and barley flour. Make some more lox thighs. There we go, chuck them in the oven. Perfect. $44 stone on us. Oh, that will be from fighting the locks, yeah, because they were breaking some stone bits and smashing the ground quite a bit, so yeah, that makes sense. Right. Excuse me. That's a bit of a cough there. I think I might have been wrong as well, you know. I'm pretty sure. Yep. Barley wine base fire resistance. I was completely wrong. My apologies, everybody. I've been banging on about the fact that you don't need to ferment the fire resistance meads, but it's literally there at the top of our food cauldron creating list, our recipe list. We have to ferment it. So we're probably going to have to spend the first part of first part of our next episode fermenting those down. So that should be something that we do now. Well, that is if we have the materials for it. We should have the materials for it. There we go. We have just leveled up our run to 51. Nice. That's pretty good, that. If only we could stop dying and losing levels on it, because that is one of the things that's making us lose levels, is that. Anyway, right, now that we have our portal set up and we have our route there, look at that big detour we had to take. But yeah, we're going to call the episode here. So, thank you everybody for watching. Look forward to the next episode where we're going to take on Yagluth, and bye everybody.